Welcome everybody back to the channel. We are on some anime Vanguards, and this episode was kinda crazy. I was live streaming, I ended up getting shiny BUU, and we ended up rolling some pretty good stats on him, and we evolved him and showcased him for you guys. We also rolled some traits, but yeah, it was just a crazy stream. So a lot of this video will be clips from my stream, so if you ever want to end up in a video potentially, come check out my streams. It's really a great time. And shout out to all the people who helped me out on the BUU grind. You'll probably end up in the video at some point, but yeah, without further ado, let's just hop right into the video. Let's go. All right, so I need to get some BUU action, if you know what I mean. All right, I need me BUU because I'm just not trying to grind it alone, bro. So I was like, you know what, let's start streaming and see if anyone wants to help me out. Uncle, last time I caught your stream was when I was still with my cheating ex-girlfriend. Damn, bro. If you for real got a girl, you gotta teach me the ways to get the huzz. Hey man, okay, I'll put you on game. The strat, I'll tell you how I met my girlfriend. All right, we were in the same graphics design class, so already right there, common interest, you know what I'm saying? One day I was making a Bloodborne inspired something. It was something Bloodborne related. It wasn't vibing, right? Like it wasn't working for me. I wasn't feeling it, and I let out a huge sigh, like just a sigh of defeat. And my girlfriend looks at me terrified, and I had to go up to her and I had to apologize, and then she laughed. History since then, buddy. Unc, how do you have a girl but no job? I had a girl and a job at the same time, bro, if you could believe that. Last time I tried Risen this 10 out of 10, she said she felt fat, so I played the Moto song. Some might not say it, but bro, that's Riz, man. I have a feeling you might get shiny Monarch BUU. I hope your feeling is correct. Or I did like exploring dead tower defense games, which by the way, I was a pioneer of that, by the way, because a week later after my video was posted, Nagblox made his video on the same topic, and then a few days ago Perry made his video on the same topic. I'm just saying, sue them. Yeah, right, I'm gonna sue Nag and Perry. Guys, no portal spawn, by the way. What's happening? Oh my gosh, we got the portal. Oh my gosh, everybody lock in right now, bro. Bro, they start with less health than the stage, bro. It's easier than the legend stage? No way. Just watch him be shiny. That would be insane, dude. If I got shiny BUU, if I got shiny BUU, I'd turn this stream into a video. I would post a video literally tomorrow if I got shiny BUU. Yo, bro. Eli the chicken, bro. You literally called it, bro. Bro, I was so loud I woke a dog up, bro. The first thing Eli said when he came in, he said, "You're getting shiny BUU." He's pissed, bro. He's pissed BUU. All right, let's see if we get something crazy. I only got 30 rerolls, so yeah, it's over. That's all right, bro, because we got shiny, bro. Does that level him up? It does. All right, level 40. Nah, I want a little bit more. Actually, do I have some food? Yeah, whatever. 57. That's good enough. Go to gold shop. Oh, for food? Facts. Right. Can we get something good on him? Yo. Z. It'll go to a Z plus. Okay, stat transfer. My BUU thing. Boom. Holy, okay, so it'll be a Z plus God stat, Z plus BUU. Oh my goodness. Okay, what do we need to evolve him? Oh, we got it. We just need kills. All right, well guys, I'm gonna go do an infinite mode. So guy's kind of swole, man. He kind of cute too, bro. Huh? That's just me. What's he got back there, bro? Oh, he flat. Oh, and he got holes in his back. More holes to fill. Oh, you talking about his back holes, bro? Because that's crazy, bro. You talking about these things, bro? Yo, he also has some on his head too, bro. Oh my gosh. All right, it's time. All right, BUU. Z plus God stat, Z plus. Let's go. Oh yeah, shiny BUU. All right, it is time to showcase our BUU. I actually don't have him equipped. I tried to get a better trade on him, but I just couldn't, and I don't really want to grind rerolls right now. So we're gonna have to do it with a basic Swift 2 BUU because I just can't be asked. I just don't care, bro. So we're gonna bring a Haruka Rin to buff him. I'm also gonna bring Goku because I know he buffs Goku, and I also know he has summons, so I'm going to bring Gazelle. All right, we're just gonna hop into a sandbox because sandbox is way easier to showcase units low-key, so let's just do that. All right, so we're gonna first off just start by placing BUU, and he has a pretty nice range actually. Let's just place him here, I guess, and we'll place a Haruka Rin here. Okay, so On placement, he does 4,000 damage every 5 seconds with a 25 range. It's not bad for a 1600 placement unit, honestly. Let's see what these effects are like, though. Oh, it's chill. It's chill. Boom. Alright, so his passive is that he cleanses any status effects applied to him, and then when he attacks an enemy, they turn into candy, and then if he kills them when they're candy, he gets a candy stack. And then he also stuns enemies on attack, and he gains 2 candy stacks instead of 1 per enemy killed. So yeah, that's his passive. Let's just keep upgrading him. So first upgrade goes to like 4.8k. Next upgrade 6.5. Keep going till we get evil beam. We're doing 9k, a line. Not the craziest V effect, you know, not just a simple little, nothing crazy. Keep upgrading him until he gets guilty blast plus transforming terror, where he becomes a little circle AoE, and he does a little thing, nothing crazy. He does like the circle attack, and then he blasts with the thing. It's pretty cool. He's doing 22k every 6.5 seconds, 36 range, and now he has this ability called transforming terror. So you take 50 of the candy stacks, and he becomes a new version of BUU. First, we're just going to max upgrade him. So this is what his max is, 38k. But then we throw a little transforming terror, and he becomes super BUU evil, which makes him look even more like piss. And this BUU's final attack is a circle AoE. And this one is doing 44k every 5.7 seconds. It looks like a multi-hit too, actually. It definitely is. That's definitely a multi-hit. That's cool. Now he gains another passive. Well, his passive's actually changed. So instead of getting 2 candy every thing, he goes down to just 1. But every transformation now gives him 15% damage and 10% range for every transformation. And then he also has produce for every enemy that he hits. His attack increases by 0.1%, and he goes up to 30% damage, which is crazy increase. Then we transform again, where he becomes BUU tanks. And he's just pissed. He's just piss central with the jacket on, and he becomes a cone in this state. It is not a multi-hit, but he's doing 49k, it looks like. Obviously still rising because we need that 30% boost, but it's not bad. All right, and his next transformation, he becomes, I actually don't know what this form is called. He becomes this guy. I forget what it's called. Yeah, this is my favorite looking one, actually. I think this one looks the coolest so far. Yeah, this one is also a cone, but he has some more passives where he has every 10 enemies killed, he summons in a basic summon for 70% of this unit's attack stat. And then he also buffs all Dragon Sphere units in range by 10% attack and 30% crit damage, self included. So he buffs himself and instantly gives himself 30% crit, which you can see here, which is pretty cool. And he should be summoning, which he is. And he's summoning some BUU ghosts, and they have about 34,000 HP right now. This one has 40,000. And it's still rising because he's still getting his 30% damage buff, right? But right now, this version of him is doing 58,000 damage, 59,000 damage. And then I believe this is his final transformation. Yep, where he becomes Buhan Evil, where he looks like this. And this is his attack. Let me just show you. Pretty chill. And he's doing 62,000 damage every 5.7 seconds with 66 range. Now I'm gonna let it go up a little bit. He now also has egg stompers, so he cannot gain any candy stacks because he's maxed out. And when a candy enemy is defeated, because he still turns them into candy, they explode and they deal 50% of this unit's damage in a small AoE. So if he turns, like, let's say a boss into chocolate, and then he kills that boss, any enemies around him will explode with 30,000 damage, because that's half of his damage stat. Plus he has a 30% crit, so there's a chance that he just crits. It's pretty good. He has a lot of passives, but they're really easy to understand, which I like. Plus he's just spawning these guys, and it looks like right now they probably stop at, I don't even know what they're gonna stop at, but we're at 47k for these these summons right now, which is pretty good. Yeah, so he also buffs Goku, so he gains 10% attack and 30% crit damage. So I have Deadeye on him, so he's already has 75% crit chance, which is pretty nice. And then if you place Gazelle with him to buff the summons, I'm just curious what this actually does. So his summons are now coming out with 70k. Let's see what this new one comes out as. Yeah, 70k. So with Gazelle, summons doing 70k. Imagine you had Monarch on him. That would be insane. Also, we've officially maxed out his damage stat, so this is his final damage as he is 71.5 thousand damage every 5.7 seconds with summons that are about like 60,000 HP, which is insane. You know, if you get a Monarch on him, he's gonna be insane. If you get literally any damage stat on him, he's gonna be going crazy. But yeah, this is just a basic BUU, you know. Yes, he has you know, S plus, God stat S plus. But in terms of traits, this is the most basic you can get, and he's this strong. So he's a really good unit, and if you get him, I mean, GG's, bro. I brought you Habaha just to add another buff on top of things. Now he's doing 76,000, 76 and a half, which is pretty nice. He's pretty good, bro. Well, that's going to be it. That is my shiny BUU video done, showcase, you know. If you guys made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, my name's Ka. I make videos on Roblox tower defense games. If you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like and subscribe. It would really help me out. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye bye.